In this video, we're going to talk about symbiotic relationships. So we're looking at the relationship between two organisms. Now here at the top, you can see we have two faces that are looking like they want to eat. That would be competition. So animals or organisms don't always compete over food, although that is the most common source of competition between animals. They can also compete for mates. Plants compete for sunlight, which I guess is their energy source, their food source. But they can also compete over space. So competition, two organisms are fighting over something, some limited resource that they both want. Now in this picture, we can see we have a cheetah that's about to eat this poor antelope. So we have one organism that's the predator. They're going to be happy because they're going to be getting dinner. And we have the prey that is going to die. And so that's called predation. The predator kills the prey. So that's why we have the X's for the eyes. Now here we have a fish. This human is holding the fish, but if you look inside the fish's mouth, it actually has this little parasite in it. And so a parasite is something that lives in or on another organism, and it's benefiting because it's getting food, it has a place to live, etc. But it's actually going to harm its host. So notice it's not killing its host like the predator kills the prey, but it is hurting or harming the host. And so we call that a parasitic relationship. Things like ticks and lice are common types of parasites. Also, like tapeworms in our digestive tracts would be another example of a parasite, taking all the nutrients out of our bodies. So parasites are happy, they're getting food, they have a place to live. The host, though, is getting harmed by this interaction. Next, we have this picture of the honeybee with the flower. Notice that we have two happy faces next to each other. This is called mutualism. Both organisms are benefiting from this interaction. So the honeybee is getting pollen that it's going to use to make honey, and the flower is getting its pollen taken to other plants, other flowers, to help with reproduction, plant reproduction. And so the flower is benefiting by having increased reproduction, and the honeybee is getting food out of the interaction. And then this last picture, we have a shark that's swimming with these remora fish. Now, remora fish are happy because they're getting food, like little scraps from the sharks' mouths that the sharks aren't going to eat anyways, because they're kind of messy eaters. And so those remora fish, these little fish right here, they're happy, they're getting food. The sharks are unaffected. It's a straight face because they do not care. So that's called commensalism. So commensalism is when one is benefiting, the other is not affected. Mutualism and commensalism are the ones that students most often confuse. But remember, if something's mutual, they're both benefiting. Commensal, one benefits, the other does not care. It's not affected by the interaction.